You guys, I'm in a terrible flare today of doing really badly, but this is a video I had to get out to you guys. It's the one that ties all of these death art pieces together, so let's get going. All right, we've got Michael Jackson's Thriller, the best-selling album of all time. He turned zombies into like a dance craze. We've got Lady Gaga, who's forced death to bow to her on the dance floor. And then Sabrinacarpenter, who's made a mockery of death. And in Netflix's Catfish, we see what happens when death does not transmute to art at all, and in fact has the power to absolutely crush somebody's quality of life and life force. So why the obsession with death, especially in art? Let's break this open. I'm Silver Dyer. I'm a born clairvoyant. I drop these almost every day. I look to the spiritual lens of pop culture, and I hope you'll look with me. But we're going to start first with my broken ass neck, and we're going to go to this, the death archetype. It's the one archetype you cannot buy your way out of. You cannot out prestige. You cannot outpower. You can't even escape death by being virtuous enough. That's why death has such an inexplicable hold all over us. Nothing else. There is no archetype that compares. And that's why death art is so cathartic. It lets us role play as if we do have the power over the powerless. It flips the scripts for us. It gives us agency over the one force that otherwise just basically dominates us. And I want to look at the artists who have been a part of this, because it spans, good God, it spans to like the ancient Greeks. But for right now, we'll stick with Michael Jackson. We'll say Thriller made death playful. We'll say Gaga mocked it, made it bow, and Sabrina made it a spectacle. But each performance says the same kind of thing, that you're not gonna get the last word. I am. I'm gonna imprint on you before you ever get a chance to imprint on me. And that's why audiences can't look away. It's not just entertainment. It's like cathartic sovereignty. The contrast here is one Lauren Licari from Netflix's documentary, Unknownnumber, the High School Catfish. That is when death is not transmuted into something empowering and artful. That is when there is a real victim of an interpersonal relationship. Lauren did everything right. She trusted the archetypal relationships we are supposed to be able to trust, but she was still not only exposed, she was crushed by her own mother, which then just kills me. Seems, and I say seems because it's not true. I believe that in my bones from my own near-death experience. But it seems to point to proof that, wait a second, maybe God does play favorites. Why else would God allow something like that to happen to Lauren? And I don't subscribe to that at all, but I cannot deny that's what it looks like on the surface. And not as a metaphor or stagecraft, but as an actual capital T truth. And without the art and without the transformation and transmutation, it destroyed her. And Lauren ends up being the cautionary tale out of all of this, out of all of these other artists who take the wheel, she was flattened by it. So it's not just about Thriller or Gaga or Sabrina or Lauren. It's about every single one of us. What fear in your life could you turn into expression or question instead of fearful silence? What could you make bow by changing your perception instead of letting it overpower you? And that's the real power of death art. It teaches us that even the darkest force and the most fatalistic and definitely gonna happen force, it still can be tamed into something that lends beauty and empowerment. So I unpack these truths almost every day. If you don't want to miss tomorrow's drop, please subscribe. I love this stuff because this stuff is not just spectacle. It really does reflect back to all of us in terms that actually affect our real life and our real perception and our belief about life itself. I will see you guys tomorrow.